Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at the Y graph making the I sound. These are our red words. Say pyramid. A pyramid is a 3D shape. The sounds in pyramid are, together, p, I, r, a, m, I, d. The letters in pyramid are P, Y, R, A, M, I, D. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Pyramid. P, Y, R, A, M, I, D. Oh. Say symbol. Plus, minus, times and division sign are all symbols that we use in maths. The sounds in symbol are, together, S, I, M, B, O, U. The letters in symbol are S, Y, M, B, O, L. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Symbol. S-Y-M-B-O-L. Our next word is Egypt. Say Egypt. Egypt is a country where you can find the pyramids. Sounds in Egypt are E-G-I-P-T. The letters in Egypt are E-G-Y-P-T. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Egypt. E-G-Y-P-T. Our next word is typical. Say typical. It's typical of dogs when you come home from work that they jump and wag their tails because they're excited to see you. The sounds in typical are T, I, P, I, K, E, L. The letters in typical are T, Y, P, I, C, A, L. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Typical. T-Y-P-I-C-A-L. Our next word is gymnastics. Say gymnastics. There are many children at this school who compete in gymnastics and you can see them practicing on the oval. The sounds in gymnastics are, together, J, I, N, A, S, T, I, K, S. The letters in gymnastics are G-Y-M-N-A-S-T-I-C-S. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Gymnastics. G-Y-M-N-A-S-T-I-C-S. Say cylinder. There are many types of objects that are shaped as a cylinder and a can is one of them. The sounds in cylinder are, together, S, I, L, I, N, D, The letters in cylinder are C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Cylinder. C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R. These are our orange words. Say cryptic. In the puzzle, there was a cryptic message that we had to solve. The sounds in cryptic are, together, K, R, I, P, T, I, K. The letters in cryptic are C-R-Y-P-T-I-C. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Cryptic. C-R-Y-P-T-I-C. Our next word is physics. Say physics. Physics is a subject that you study in high school that looks at laws of motion and gravity. The sounds in physics are F, I, S, I, K, S. The letters in physics are P-H, Y, S, I, C, S. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound, but also the PH digraph making the F sound. Can you teach it to me? Physics. P-H-Y-S-I-C-S. Our next word is lyric. Say lyric. When you listen to a lyric poem, it sounds like a song. The sounds in lyric are L, I, R, I, K. The letters in lyric are L, Y, R, I, C. The part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Lyric. L-Y-R-I-C. Our next word is sympathy. Say sympathy. The country showed sympathy to all those who were affected by the bushfires earlier in the year. The sounds in sympathy are, together, s, I, m, p, a, f, e. The letters in sympathy are S, Y, M, P, A, T, H, Y. The part we need to remember is the Y graph at the start of the word making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Sympathy. S, Y, M, P, A, T, H, Y. Our next word is sympathetic. Say sympathetic. The children were sympathetic to their teacher when they were not feeling well. The sounds in sympathetic are, together, s, I, m, p, a, f, e, t, I, k. The letters in sympathetic are S, Y, M, P, A, T, H, E, T, I, C. And the part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Sympathetic. S, Y, M, P, A, T, H, E, T, I, C. Our last word is homonym. It's a bit of a tricky one. A homonym is two words that either sound the same but look different, or the same word that you can say in different ways, such as read and read when you're talking about a book, or when you're talking about meat, the meat that we eat, or the meat when we go see someone else. The sounds in homonym are, together, I. The letters in homonym are HOMONYM. And the part we need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. These are our green words. Say pseudonym. A pseudonym is a fictitious name that people can go by, typically by authors, so they don't use their real name. The sounds in pseudonym are, together, s, u, d, o, n, I, m. The letters in pseudonym are PS, EU, D, O, N, Y, M. There's a few parts that we'll need to remember. The Y graph making the I sound, the EU digraph making the U sound, and the PS making the SU sound at the start. You teach it to me. Pseudonym. PSEUDONYM. Our next word is symmetry. Say symmetry. If you're finding a line of symmetry in a shape, it means that they are both looking the same on either side where the line is drawn. The sounds in symmetry are, together, S, I, M, E, Ch, R, E. The letters in symmetry are S, Y, M, M, E, T, R, Y. The part we'll need to remember is the first Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Symmetry. S, Y, M, M, E, T, R, Y. Our next word is synthetic. Say synthetic. Some of our clothes are made from a synthetic material, which means that they're not made from plant material. It means that they're made by materials that have been created by humans. The sounds in synthetic are, together, S, I, N, E, T, I, K. The letters in synthetic are S, Y, N, T, H, E, T, I, C. The part we'll need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Synthetic. SYNTHETIC. Our next word is mythology. Say mythology. Mythology is the study of culture or religious documents, such as Greek tales and fables. The sounds in mythology are, together, M, I, Th, O, U, O, J, E. The letters in mythology are M, Y, T, H, O, L, O, G, Y. The part we'll need to remember is the Y graph making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Mythology. M, Y, T, H, O, L, O, G, Y. And our last word is synonym. Say synonym. We use this word a lot in the classroom when we're asking for a synonym. So two words that have similar meanings, such as happy and joyful, or frightened and petrified. The sounds in synonym are, together, S, I, o, I, The letters in synonym are S, Y, N, O, N, Y, M. The part we'll need to remember are the Y graphs making the I sound. Can you teach it to me? Synonym. S, Y, N, O, N, Y, M.